Hi everyone, this is CricketSong with Lunar Wisdom, and you're watching Starting Out Solitary. This is sub-week, week 173, and this week we're talking about ancestors. When I've watched the previous few, I think I've watched 3 of the previous videos, two because I'm Wednesday. This is Wednesday. And I'm the Wednesday sub-host. So I believe it was Faerie Sarah, maybe, that talked about the ancestors and she categorized them in 2 different ways. She talked about the ancestors of the witches, or the mighty dead, and her beloved dead. And she resonates, that belief resonates with me greatly, because that's how I view the ancestors. When someone talks to me about the ancestors, I immediately think of the mighty dead, the witches of the past who lived and practiced before me. That's when I talk about the ancestors, that's who I'm discussing. If I'm talking about my ancestors, my relatives, the people in my physical bloodline, my DNA, my family, my physical manifested family, I refer to them as the beloved dead. Both the ancestors, the witches who have passed, who've lived and practiced before me, and my beloved dead, both have a very prominent role in my practice, as which they are vital. They are an integral part of my spiritual belief and my practice, my craft. When I think of the ancestors and the mighty dead, they create a collective spiritual family who I am bonded with and connected to, and on an energetic level, because everything is energy, everything has a frequency, everything is part of everything else. But there's a stronger bond between me and those who practiced witchcraft and magic, because we have similar practices or similar beliefs that creates a stronger or a closer frequency, vibrational frequency. And when I connect with them, when I commune with them, when I work with them, I gain the knowledge and the power that they had. I am able to access that power when I summon them into my sacred space, when I summon them into my circle, when I'm doing magic, when I'm practicing the craft. If I summon them, if I commune with them, then I'm able to access this well of energy, this power, this knowledge. They are also aligned because they have passed, and they were manifested in a physical form at one time, and their physical vessels, their bodies died. They experienced physical death. They are now aligned with the underworld, similar to my beloved dead, the people in my family, in my bloodline, who were physically manifested and who died. They too are aligned with the underworld, the frequency, the vibration of the underworld. So I feel like sometimes when we talk about the ancestors, those two, the beloved dead and the mighty dead, because they were physical at one time and they experienced the death process and are aligned with the underworld, sometimes we use the ancestors or ancestors as a collective term, when many times, at least for me, and I think for a number of witches, we do categorize the two in different ways. In different ways. Now, when I commune with my beloved dead, those physical people who were, part of my bloodline, when I commune with them, when I summon them, it's for a different purpose. Unless, of course, I have a beloved dead, someone that, you know, one of my family, my physical family, who was also a practicing witch, that individual would be part of the mighty dead as well as the beloved dead. But to my knowledge, I don't have a ancestor, a physical, you know, great grandma or great grandma who was a practicing witch, to my knowledge. The ones that I honor and commune with on my altar, they tend to be spirit guides or helpers in that way. I honor them at Samhain, and I honor them in a, they can give me a certain type of knowledge that the mighty dead cannot. The mighty dead are, I guess, more impersonal, where the beloved dead are more personal, because the ones I honor as beloved dead, I had a personal relationship with. Now, do I have an ancestor altar? At this moment, my ancestor altar, my altar to the mighty dead and the beloved dead, are one and the same as my main altar. I just recently set up my altar, and I'm not completely sure it's going to stay the way it is, because we recently moved from Massachusetts to Washington State. I just set it up a couple of days ago, and I'm not convinced that it's going to stay in the way it is. But I could share it with you. It's right here behind me. So I will show you at this time right now. So let's go take a look. So this is my altar right now, which is my main altar and is basically an ancestor altar. It has photos of my beloved dead, and a lot of the animal bones, the feathers, the stones. They're all things that I generally use in my practice, along with the cauldron, the keys to the underworld, graveyard dirt, offerings, things of that sort. I don't know what else to say other than show you that this is the altar that I use, which is my main altar and is the altar of, I guess you would call my ancestors. So if you have any questions or thoughts and insights that you'd like to share, I would be happy to, answer the questions. I'll check back on this video. And I guess that's all I have to say. Until next time, I love you. Bye. Blessed be.